Hey, you all. It is a rainy morning here on the Dixie Highway, getting ready to head through the city of Atlanta, the monstrous, huge city of Atlanta. I did want to remind you guys, every Thursday night at 9 o'clock Eastern time, I do a live stream. So I believe you will be watching this the morning of if you watch this the day it comes out, it will be Thursday, and I will be doing a live stream that night. Tonight, okay, let me wind that back. Tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time, I'll be doing a live stream if you're watching this the same day that it comes out. I think I just confused everyone. Anyways, let's hit that long, lonesome road. Over there you can see the Georgia Aquarium, where I've done a couple of videos. There's the CNN Center, where the CNN network is broadcast from. Seeing the streets of Atlanta makes me wonder if we're going to have Dragon Con this year. That sign there for the Masonic Temple, all the different Masonic symbols on it. In downtown Griffin, Georgia, I noticed this storefront here. I'm not even sure what kind of store this is. What do we have here? We have Napoleon Bonaparte. A cow with a saddle. Can you ride a cow with a saddle? Is that something that people do? You know, you always see people riding horses. How come they never ride cows? And what else? We got a old jute box. There's a miniature horse pulling a wagon. Oh, look at this. Doc's Dentistry. We see this Native American next to this horrifying dentist machine. And yes, that is a cowboy dentist. A little random, but here on the sidewalk, there's a little dedication plaque to American Pickers 2015. Maybe they had visited Griffin and picked something at that point. If you look at this sign here, if you go left, you're headed to Jackson, which is the town that portrays the fictional town of Woodbury in The Walking Dead. However, if you go right to Sonoy, that is Hawkins, Indiana from Stranger Things. A lot of TV shows and movies filmed in this part of Georgia. Look, there's a tank on the side of the road. So we've stopped off here in Warner Robins, Georgia, home of the Warner Robins Air Force Base. And here, right next to the Air Force Base, they have the Warner Robins Museum of Aviation. And I've heard really good things about this museum, so I figured we're on a trip, there's a museum nearby, we should stop and check it out. Some massive military aircrafts in front of the Museum of Aviation. Heading into the Eagle building here. Taking a look here inside the Boeing Fortress 2, you can see the soldiers crammed in there rather tightly. Just these different flying squadrons had different logos. The 815th, their logo was just Satan. And the 817th, I think that's a little Abner character. Oh, the Rum Hound. It's a drunken dog in a champagne glass dropping a bomb. Very, very heroic. The battle damage section has some items. This is a cabbage shredder made from a piece of shrapnel from an airplane. Interesting things in this case. It's a pair of lucky socks worn by a crew member on every single mission he went on. And then this is the mascot of the 817th Bomb Squadron, Jose the Duck, and they even made him his own uniform. It's an exhibit on women in the military, which began in World War II. This is cool. This is kind of a relic. This is a gremlin. It was a military mascot created by the Walt Disney Company. Here's Rosie the Riveter. See her there in her trademark outfit doing some riveting. Music of World War II. See this guy here playing some smooth jazz. There's an American soldier being held as a POW. There's actually some Japanese soldiers. It's the briefing room where these pilots get a briefing from this cowboy right here. Our General Chennault's quarters in China in 1942. There's actually a dining room table here. The soldiers are relaxing, looking at some photos there. Really like that guy's pith helmet. They've got some jalapenos and hot sauce and Tabasco, having a very spicy dinner, it looks like. I'm not entirely sure who this guy is. Plane is known as the Warhawk. I don't know much about planes. That's pretty cool looking. I like the mouth. Oh, it's even got this cool tiger here wearing an Uncle Sam hat, ripping apart a Japanese flag. Oh, I guess that's how many Japanese planes this individual pilot has shot down. A Burmese ceremonial cap. Just has an eagle's face sewn to it. The presentation here is really cool. This is the Robert L. Scott Jr. story called God is My Co-Pilot. The front of the exhibit is set up like a movie theater. I guess you enter into the movie right here. Oh yeah, look. We're on his in front of his boyhood home. You can see his sister up here looking on in terror as he flies around on a homemade airplane. It's a Hollywood scene here. Apparently Bob Scott served as a consultant to Hollywood movies about the Air Force. There's a replica here of the Great Wall of China. Apparently we can actually
Walk up inside the Great Wall here. It's a lion skin rug, and I think that is a hippopotamus footstool. This massive robot here is used for disabling bombs. Now this is super cool right here. This is actual nose art from these planes, where they've actually cut the actual artwork off the plane to put on display here. I guess they have nicknames for the plane. This is the Gambler, Beale Street Blues. Beale Street, that's Memphis. Oh, and here's another one from Memphis, the Memphis Belle. It's the Desert Rat. The Night Train to Memphis. The Dragon Wagon. This museum is pretty massive. There's actually 4 separate buildings. The man there working on the gun of this plane. This guy's operating this piece of equipment here. I guess this is used to transport bombs, or yeah, you be careful. Drive very, very slowly with that bomb. Oh, look at this. A thermonuclear bomb. Says, yeah, it shows the blast radius here. Within 1.45 miles, most objects immediately vaporize. Within 3.63 miles, most concrete buildings are destroyed. Within 8 miles, most wood or brick buildings destroyed. 18 miles, windows break. Residential buildings suffer moderate damage. Yeah. No one hit that with a hammer. Plane here is known as the Heartbreaker, according to the sexy lady painted on the side. Oh, watch out. And here's what pilots eat during a mission, because they cannot take off their helmets. They have to suck their food out of a tube. There is some delicious chocolate pudding right there. No. Got some bombs going off.
Red light, we're coming up on the drop zone. Stand up. Look up. Equipment check. All right, men, this is what we've been training for. Time to show us.
Boo. I hate these guys. Over here, have a wedding dress made out of a parachute. And here they have an exhibit on the Tuskegee Airmen. This is a training device where they used to learn how to fly a plane. Here is Eugene Jock Bullard, the first African American fighter pilot. So finally, on our Dixie Highway trip, we come across some Coffin Daffor crosses. So yes, outside of Fort Valley, Georgia, we found our first set of Coffin Daffor crosses here on the Dixie Highway. Now, the Coffin Daffor crosses, I always like to keep an eye out for these when I'm traveling. You see them sometimes in the back road, sometimes on major highways, but they were created by a traveling preacher from West Virginia named Bernard Coffin Daffor. As he traveled, he would plant these 3 crosses as his trademark You can tell it's him because the outside crosses are blue, the middle one is gold. They're smattered all over the United States, certain concentrations in certain areas, but always try to keep an eye out for them. Always fascinated by these barbecue signs where the pig appears to be happy, either being cooked or eaten. And yeah, look at that pig there. He's got a big smile on his face, and he is, it looks like he's being cooked crotch first, which is pretty horrifying. Ross's Collision Center here has a car on their sign, but what's unusual is it appears that this car has been cut in half and had the middle part removed. Yeah, look how narrow that car is. Also, they get points for this. Their motto is, "We meet by accident." Here is the Andersonville Civil War Village. I don't know if this is open, but we'll just drive down here and check it out. This is interesting. There is a little Civil War town down here. The Drummer Boy Museum, that's pretty interesting. Unfortunately, it is closed. Looks like we got a Civil War general there with a Southern belle. I play my drum for him, ba-rum-bum-bum-bum. I am a poor boy too, ba-rum-bum-bum-bum. I'll play my drum for you, ba-rum-bum-bum-bum, rum-bum-bum-bum, rum-bum-bum-bum. It is very quiet out here right now. We have an antique store, and don't know who this is next to the Pepsi machine. If anyone knows who that is, leave a comment in the comments section. This is a monument right here in the middle of the street to Captain Henry Wurz. This is born in Zurich, Switzerland, sentenced to death and executed in Washington, D.C. Yeah, I did a little bit of research. Apparently, he was convicted of war crimes for not taking proper care of Union prisoners in a camp he was running. Over here we have a Union soldier and a Confederate soldier, both standing here at the gateway to this antique shop. Kind of symbolic, you know. We may wear different uniforms or coats of paint on the outside, but on the inside, we're all just carved out of wood. The POW MIA monument. There actually is a POW museum very close to where we are right now here in Andersonville, Georgia, but unfortunately it is currently closed due to the pandemic. We're in Americus, Georgia at the Habitat for Humanity Global Village and Discovery Center. Now unfortunately, from my understanding, this attraction is closed forever. What it was you would kind of go through a recreation of a slum, and then you could go see these houses that Habitat for Humanity would build around the world. But what I've heard, I don't know if this closed because of during the pandemic or before, but I've heard that they are going to just bulldoze this and build something else here. I do believe there was some form of statue or piece of art there that looks like it's gone. Look through the fence there and see. Looks like all the buildings are still standing for the time being. Yeah, you can see the recreation slum shanty village back there. And I don't remember what country this house is from. Now I did record a video here a couple years back if you want to check that out. But before we go, let's just take one quick peek from the sky. here in downtown Albany, Georgia. We have some turtle statues. Looks like this is a piratey turtle. And looks like he's got Georgia on his chest. He doesn't have Georgia on his mind. He has Georgia on his chest. Here's some sort of football turtle. Not sure what team he plays for. And here we have Albany, Georgia's most famous son, Ray Charles. He was born here in Albany, Georgia, and also sang the official song of Georgia, Georgia on My Mind. And it's supposed to be rotating. If you can hear that noise, it seems to be rotating very slowly, and it makes a weird whale noise as he slowly rotates. He is rotating. I don't know if you can tell, but he is very gradually rotating in a circle. We'll walk around here to get a better look at old Ray as he slowly rotates. I can't believe it. I don't know. I don't know if it's broken or maybe it's meant to rotate super slow. I also have piano walkway here next to the river. Now I did want to leave some of these Carpetbagger Circus Spectacular Sideshow coaster postcards. So if you come down here to Albany, you see Ray right there. There's a picnic shelter over here, and I think we will leave the coaster postcards here at the base of the garbage can. If you do come, just take one or two so that other people can have one. So I wanted to thank you for joining me today as we travel through Georgia on the Dixie Highway. Tomorrow we will be entering the state of Florida if everything goes according to plan. As I mentioned earlier, on Thursday nights I do a live stream at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're watching this the day that it is uploaded, I will be live streaming tonight. Thank you again. Again, the best way to support this channel is to watch the videos. So please subscribe so you're reminded of when new videos are uploaded. And if you just want to go back through my channel, I have years worth of videos where I've been to all 48 states, all 48 continental states. People keep calling me on that. I've been through all sorts of roadside attractions, museums, amusement parks, haunted houses, and other random fun stuff. Until next time, this one's in the bag. You see, he is definitely rotating. He now has his back to us. I don't know, maybe he's like rotates like a clock. Maybe it takes him an hour to rotate all the way around. I don't know.